Okay, today we're going to be disassembling a Dell all-in-one W01B model. And a little tricky the first time around, but after you do it, it's actually pretty simple. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing you want to do is to eject the DVD tray. And you want to take off the front cover of the tray. Be very careful not to break the clips there, and just press the tray back in. Next step is that you will want to remove this black plastic piece here. There's no screws involved, but if you'll just put your thumbs here and press and lift up, it pops right out. And from that point, the next step will be to remove the stand. The stand is secured by 4 screws, and so we'll need to remove those. It's okay to lift the stand perpendicular to the computer. Side. One very important screw to remove is this black screw right in the center. Okay, let's flip the computer over. This bottom plastic piece just pops out, so you can press your fingers through the bottom, or through the back actually, and just kind of lift up on the plastic piece and work it loose. It's not very fragile, but you still want to be a little cautious not to break the plastic clips. This plastic piece will need to be removed now, and it is secured by 5 screws. Just lifts straight out. Now the rim around the LCD just pops off like a laptop piece, if you've ever done those before. Just kind of get your fingers in under the plastic and work it loose. Again, not very fragile, but you still want to be somewhat gentle so that you don't break the plastic clips, because it will not go back on properly if you don't. The next step will be to remove the outer screws that secure the computer to the frame. And it looks like there are about 8 screws there, so let's remove these. Now we just want to flip it back over and work the back cover loose from the computer. There are no screws holding it at this point, so just gently just raise up from the bottom up. Usually does the trick. Now we can see we have access to the hard drive, to the DVD drive. Power supplies here, CPU fans here. Under this cover we have RAM and the CPU itself. So let's go ahead and remove the hard drive first. There are 4 screws that we will need to remove to get the hard drive out. There's 1 and 2 right there. And then on the side there are 2 screws here that need to be removed. peel that piece off the front and remove any aluminum sticky tape from the hard drive. And that should just wiggle right loose, and then you have your connector at the bottom that will need to be removed. And your hard drive is now out. Now let's get to the next part of the computer. To go further, we'll need to remove these two screws here. Just kind of lay it to the side. These two screws will need to be removed, so we can remove this bracket. Slide it out of the way, and that exposes a screw right there that we will have to remove, because we're going to attempt to take this cover off to expose the RAM and the CPU. There's one screw there, and there are two in the side that holds that cover. We have a screw here and a screw here. That point, we can go ahead and start working up on the cover to work it loose. Now there are just a clip, a metal clip back here, and also on the front side. So let's get that loose just a little bit. Those will need to be pressed back in whenever you put the cover back. Now this actually came loose, but it goes right there. It's a good idea to go ahead and remove that plug as you remove the cover. And if you like, you can also remove this plug, which connects to a fan. It gives you a little bit more room to work. Okay, from here we have the RAM we can remove. To remove the CPU, you must remove the heatsink. Just loosen those four screws. They do not come completely out. Then the whole heatsink and coil comes loose at that point. From there, of course, you can remove the CPU itself. If you need to change the power supply, a little bit trickier, but you would have to remove the plug here with these two screws, and then lift out this power supply here after disconnecting it from the motherboard. The CPU fans are also easily removed by two screws each. And if you had to go as far as replacing the motherboard, you just want to disconnect all of the cables. Make note of where they go so you can easily put them back. This is the video cable up in the top corner. And then just remove these outer screws. Motherboard itself lifts off. Alrighty. this tutorial helps you guys. If you have any questions, just post it in the comments and we'll do our best to help. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.